Moving ahead with our chapter number 8, increase and decrease as percent. Here, percent increase will be increased quantity upon original quantity into 100%. This will be a formula for calculating the sums. And percent decrease will be decreased quantity upon original quantity into 100%. Now, buying and selling concept. The price at which any item is bought is called its cost price, that is CP. The price at which any item is sold is called its selling price, that is SP. Now, if CP is less than SP, there is profit in the deal. Therefore, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. If cost price is greater than selling price, there will be loss in the deal. Therefore, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. And if cost price is equal to selling price, there will be no profit, no loss in the deal. Now, for calculating percentage profit or percentage loss, we have to refer the formula. Percentage profit is equal to profit amount upon cost price into 100%, and percentage loss will be loss amount upon cost price into 100 percentage. Right? Now, charge on borrowed money or simple interest, basic definitions. You have to learn these definitions. Now, first one, principal. That is, the money we borrow is known as sum borrowed or principal. Interest, extra money or charge to be paid by us for using borrowed money for some time is known as interest. Interest is generally given in per cents for a period of 1 year, that is percentage per annum. That is, for example, if you want to buy a car and you have took a loan of 5 lakhs from the bank for a rate of 8.5% interest for 5 years, that is, you have to pay 8.5% extra money per year to the bank on the amount of 5 lakh which you have borrowed as a loan. Amount, the money we have to pay at the end of the year by adding sum borrowed and interest is known as amount. That is, amount is equal to principal plus interest. That is the amount borrowed and interest on it. Total you have to pay at the end of the year or at the end of the term, which is known as amount. Now, simple interest. If rupees P is borrowed for T years at the rate of R% per annum, then interest would be I is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T whole upon 100. You have to remember this formula. Now, exercise 8.3. Tell what is the profit or loss in the following transactions. Also find profit percent or loss percent in each case. For example, A. Gardening shears bought for rupees 250 and sold for rupees 325. Here you can see that its cost price is rupees 250 and selling price is rupees 325. Of course, selling price is greater than the cost price, therefore there is profit in the deal. Therefore, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price, that is 325 minus 250. The result will be 75 rupees will be your profit. Now, finding out the percentage profit, that is profit amount upon CP into 100. That is, profit amount is 75 rupees. Your cost price is rupees 250 into 100. The result is 30%. That is, profit percentage will be 30%. Sum number C. A cupboard bought for rupees 2500 was sold at rupees 3000. Here you can see cost price is 2500 and selling price is 3000. Therefore, there is profit in the deal. Using the same method, profit is equal to SP minus CP. Therefore, profit is rupees 500. Again, finding out the percentage profit, that is profit amount upon cost price into 100. Profit amount is rupees 500. Cost price is rupees 2500 into 100. The result is 20. Sum number B and D for question number 1 will be your homework. You have to solve in the same method. Question number 2. Convert each part of the ratio to percentage, that is 3:1. That is, given ratio is 3:1. Total parts will be 3 plus 1 is 4. That is, 3 plus 1 will be 4. Now, percentage of first part, that is, this is the first part. 3 is the first part. The 3 upon total parts into 100. That is 75%. And percentage of second part, that is, second part is 1. 1 upon 4 into 100. That is 25. Sum number D. 1:2:5. Now the given ratio is 1:2:5. Total parts will be 1 plus 2 plus 5, that is 8. Now percentage of first part, the first part is 1, that is 1 upon 8 into 100, which gives us 12 whole 1 upon 2%. Percentage of second part, that is 2. 2 upon 8 into 100, that is 25. Percentage of third part, that is 5. 5 upon 8 into 100, that is 62. 1 upon 2%. Question number 3. The population of a city decreased from 25,000 to 24,500. Find the percent decrease. Now total population is 25,000. Decrease of population is 25,000 minus 24,500, that is 500 is a total decrease in population. Now percentage decrease is change in population of total population into 100. Change in population is 500. Total population is 25,000 into 100. The result is 2%. Sum number 4. Arun bought a car for rupees 3,50,000. The next year the price went up to rupees 3,70,000. What was the percentage of price increase? Now you know cost price is rupees 3,50,000. Increase price of the car is 3,70,000 minus 3,50,000, that is 20,000 is the increase in rupees for the next year. Therefore percentage increase is increase price upon cost price. Increase price is 20,000, cost price is 3,50,000 into 100, that is 5 whole 5 upon 7%. Question number 5. I buy a TV for rupees 10,000 and sell it at a profit of 20%. How much money do I get for it? Now cost price is rupees 10,000, percent profit is 20%. Profit is 20% of cost price, that is 20% of 10,000 will be rupees 2,000. Selling price of TV is cost price plus profit, 10,000 plus 2,000, that is 12,000. 12,000. Rupees 12,000 is the selling price of the TV. Juhi sells a washing machine for rupees 13,500. She made a loss of 20% in the bargain. What was the price at which she bought it? Now you can see selling price of washing machine is rupees 13,500. Percentage loss is 20% of the cost price. That will be selling price is equal to cost price minus loss. 13,500 is equal to cost price minus 20% of selling cost price. Taking out this cost price as common from this, in bracket it will be left as 1 minus 20%. This 20% is written as 20 upon 100, that is 1 upon 5. Taking LCM of 5, it gives us 4 upon 5. Now on solving, cost price will be 16,875. So Juhi bought washing machine at rupees 16,875. Sum number 7. Chalk contains calcium, carbon and oxygen in the ratio of 10:3:12. Find percent of carbon in the chalk. So given ratio is 10:3:2. So total parts will be 10 plus 3 plus 12, that is 25. Percentage of percentage of carbon in the chalk will be part by which carbon is present in the chalk upon total parts into 100, that is 3 upon 25, as third part is of chalk upon total number, that is 25 into 100, that will be 12%. Sum number 2. If in a stick of chalk carbon is 3 gram, what is the weight of the chalk stick? So percentage of carbon is 12%. Weight of carbon is equal to 3 gram of chalk stick. That is, let the weight of the whole chalk stick will be x. So 12% of x is 3 gram. That is 12 upon 100 into x will be 3 gram. X equal to 25 gram. Question number 8 will be your homework. It is a simple sum. You have to just calculate it. Question number 9. Find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years in each case. Here, principal is rupees 1,200 at a rate of interest 12% per annum. So, for simple interest formula, I is equal to P RT upon 100. Here P is rupees 1,200, R is 12% per annum, T is for 3 years. So, on solving this, we will get an interest of rupees 432. And we have to find out the total amount. Now total amount is equal to principal plus interest. That is, principal is 1,200 rupees plus and interest is 432 rupees. So we will get the total amount to be paid is 1,632. Question 9, sum number B. You have to solve in the same manner. Question 10. What rate gives rupees 280 as interest on a sum of rupees 56,000 in 2 years? Here you can see I is given as 280 rupees That's interest is given. We have to find out rate of interest, that is R. P is given as rupees 56,000. T, that is time, is given as 2 years. So on putting the value in the equation, I is equal to PRT upon 100, we will get R as 1 upon 4, that is 0.25 percentage. Now the last sum. If Meena gives an interest of rupees 45 for 1 year at 9% rate of interest, what is the sum she has borrowed? Now we have to find out P. R is given as 9% per annum, T is for 1 year, interest is earned as 45 rupees. Therefore, I is equal to PRT of 100. Replacing the values, we can get the value of P is equal to rupees 500. Therefore, the sum borrowed by Meena is rupees 500. Along with this both video, you will be getting the separate PDFs according to the videos. You have to solve these sums, write the notes in your mathematics notebook. Next chapter will be chapter number 7, congruence of triangles. Bye bye for now. Take care.